The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Episode 2, Hearts of Gold. After being saved from certain death during the demolition of the Earth, Arthur Dent now faces a hopeless choice between meeting certain death in the vacuum of space or finding something pleasant to say about Vogon poetry.
Far out in the uncharted backwaters of the unfashionable end of the western spiral arm of the galaxy lies a small, unregarded yellow sun. Orbiting this at a distance of roughly 90 million miles is an utterly insignificant little blue-green planet whose ape-descended life forms are so amazingly primitive they still think mobile phones are a pretty neat idea. This planet has, or had, a problem, which was this. Most of the people living on it were unhappy for pretty much most of the time. Many solutions were suggested for this problem, but most of these were largely concerned with the movements of small orangish pieces of paper, which is odd because, on the whole, it was not the small pieces of paper that were unhappy. And so the problem remained. Lots of people were mean, and most of them were miserable, even the ones with mobile phones. Many were increasingly of the opinion that they'd all made a big mistake in coming down from the trees in the first place. And some said that even the trees had been a bad move, and no one should ever have left the oceans. And then one day, 2,000 or so years after one man had been nailed to a tree for saying how great it would be to be nice to people for a change, a girl sitting on her own at a table in a small cafe in Rickmansworth suddenly realised what it was that had been going wrong all this time, and she finally knew how the world could be made a better and happier place. This time it was right, it would work, and no one would have to get nailed to anything. Sadly, however, before she could get to a phone to tell anyone, the Earth was unexpectedly demolished to make way for a new hyperspace bypass, and so the idea was lost forever. Meanwhile, Arthur Dent has escaped from the Earth in the company of a friend of his who has unexpectedly turned out to be from a small planet somewhere in the vicinity of Betelgeuse. His name is Ford Prefect, for reasons which are unlikely to become clear again at the moment, and they are both in dead trouble with the captain of a Vogon spaceship.
So, Earthlings.
I'm not an Earthling.
Quiet. I present you with a simple choice. Think carefully, for you hold your very lives in your hands. Now choose. Either die in the vacuum of space, or tell me how good you thought my poem was.
Oh, crap.
I liked it.
What?
Oh, good.
Oh yes, I thought that some of the metaphysical imagery was really particularly effective.
Yes?
Oh, and interesting rhythmic devices too, which seemed to counterpoint the
counterpoint, the surrealism of the underlying metaphor of the,
humanity.
Vogonity.
What?
Vogonity.
Vogonity, sorry, of the poet's compassionate soul, which contrives through the medium of the verse structure to sublimate this, transcend that, and come to terms with the fundamental dichotomies of the other, and one is left with a profound and vivid insight into
whatever it was the poem was about. Well done, Arthur, that was very good.
So, what you are saying is that I write poetry because underneath my mean, callous, heartless exterior, I really just want to be loved. Is that right?
Well, I mean, yes. Don't we all? Deep down. Underneath. You know?
No! Well, you're completely wrong. I just write poetry to throw my mean, callous, heartless exterior into sharp relief. I'm going to throw you off the ship anyway. God! take the prisoners to number 3 airlock and throw them out.
You can't throw us off into deep space. We're trying to write a book.
Resistance is useless.
I don't want to die now. I've still got a headache. I don't want to go to heaven with a headache. I'd be all cross and wouldn't enjoy it.
You can't do this.
Why not, puny creature?
Oh, why not? Why not? Does there have to be a reason for everything? Why not just let us go on mad impulse? Go on, live a little, surprise yourself.
Counterpoint the surrealism of the underlying metaphor. Death's too good for them.
Ow! Let go of me, you brute!
Don't worry, Arthur. I'll think of something.
Resistance is useless.
What is all this for? I woke up this morning and I thought I'd have a nice relaxed day. Do a bit of reading, brush the dog.
I know.
It's now just up to 4 in the afternoon and I've already been thrown out of an alien spaceship 5 light years from the smoking remains of the Earth.
All right, just stop panicking.
Who said anything about panicking? This is still just culture shock. You wait until I've settled down in the situation and found my bearings a bit. Then I'll start panicking.
Arthur, shut up. You're getting hysterical.
Resistance is useless.
You can shut up as well.
Resistance is useless.
Oh, give it a rest. Do you really enjoy doing this sort of thing?
Resistance is... Eh? You mean?
I mean, does it give you a full, satisfying life? Stomping around, shouting, pushing people out of spaceships?
Well, the hours are good.
They'd have to be.
Ford, what are you doing?
Shh. Go on. The hours are good, are they?
Well, now you come to mention it, I suppose most of the actual minutes are pretty lousy. Except some of the shouting I quite like. Resistance is...
Sure, yes. You're good at that, I can tell. But if the rest of it's so lousy, then why do you do it? What is it? The girls? The leather? The machismo?
Well, I don't know. I think I just sort of do it, really. You see, my aunt said that a spaceship guard was a good career for a young Vogon. You know, the uniform, the low-slung stun ray holster, the mindless tedium.
Ford, this guy's half throttling me.
Yeah, but try and understand his problem. Here he is, poor lad, his entire life spent stamping around, throwing people out of spaceships.
And shouting.
Yeah, and shouting, sure. And he doesn't even know why he's doing it.
Poignant. Very poignant.
Well, now you put it like that, I suppose.
Good lad.
All right, then. So what's the alternative?
Well, stop doing it, of course.
Well, that doesn't sound that great to me.
Well, now wait a minute, that's just the start. There's more to it than that.
No. I think if it's all the same to you, I'd better stick to what I know. I'll just get you two shoved in this airlock, and then go and get on with some other bits of shouting I've got to do.
But come on, no, look.
Ow! Stop that!
Hang on, there's music and art and things to tell you about yet.
Resistance is useless. You see, if I keep it up, I can eventually get promoted to senior shouting officer. And there aren't usually many vacancies for non-shouting and not pushing people about officers. So I think I'd better stick to what I know.
Stop! Don't do it!
No, listen, there's a whole world you don't know anything about. Here, how about this? How about this? Da-da-da-dum. Doesn't that stir anything in you?
No. But thanks for taking an interest. I'll tell my aunt what you said.